In the past 3 months, 4 local people have been killed by hit-and-run wrecks. 3 of those victims died in this crash on the north side this past weekend. On any given day here in Duval County, 10 drivers are involved in hit-and-run crashes somewhere on our roads or parking lots.
Tonight, the News4JAX investigators are looking into the hit-and-run hotspots and identifying some of the reasons why police say this keeps happening in certain areas. Tarek Miner joining us now with the results of this month-long investigation. Tarek?
We mapped every single hit and run in Duval County in the year 2015 and found that really there is no area that is immune to these kinds of hit and run crashes, but there are areas of town, hot spots, where they happen more. One of those areas right here, the intersection of Arlington Road and Arlington Expressway, where we counted more than a dozen hit and runs just last year. And while digging through police reports and plotting this map, we identified several other areas of concern where the chances of you being involved in a hit and run appears to increase.
Randall Scott Ewing, 45, of Jacksonville, Florida, formerly of Decatur, died.
1 year after his death, Cheryl Muzzarelli reads the obituary of the man she intended on spending the rest of her life with. 45-year-old Randall Scott Ewing was killed by a hit-and-run driver last year at the intersection of Phillips Highway and Emerson Street. Police later arrested and charged Jose Morales.
He hit the front end of the vehicle, and they said that had severe damage to it. How can somebody sleep at night? Why didn't he stop?
News4JAX investigators mapped every hit and run in Duval County in 2015. We counted 1,403 hit and run crashes with injury between January and December. Pin by pin, we analyzed the locations and started asking questions about factors contributing to the crimes. JSO officer Melissa Bujeda came to the station to look at our map. What kind of factors do you think play into this cluster of hit and runs that you see in the downtown area?
A lot of people. Whenever you have a lot of people in a small area, everybody's coming in to go to work, leaving to go to work, you're going to have more accidents that happen.
The worst place for hit and run accidents, downtown Jacksonville, according to police reports from JSO. We counted 25 between South Myrtle Avenue and Main Streets last year. The reoccurring locations of the crashes along Bay and Ocean Streets and areas along Main and Union. Farther east, traveling along the Arlington Expressway, we tracked 13 hit-and-run crashes near the intersection of Arlington Road and the Arlington Expressway. The crashes happening at day and at night, some ending with serious injuries.
A lot of times in certain areas, people might not have good licenses, which scares them. People are driving stolen vehicles. Sometimes areas where there's a higher crime rate tend to have higher incidents of hit and runs.
Another hot spot on Atlantic and Beach Boulevard as you head towards the beach, where we mapped more than 4 dozen hit and run crashes. On the beach side, along A1A, we counted 14 hit and run crashes. Melissa Bujeda says restaurants, bars, and alcohol all factor in.
It varies from they're intoxicated, they're on drugs, they know they've been texting, they know their license isn't good, or they know if they get another citation, it's going to put them over the points allowable for them to maintain a license. But none of those are worth risking getting a felony for leaving the scene of an accident.
Other roads with notable hit and runs in 2015, JTB and Southside and Normandy Boulevard at 295. On the west side, along Argyle Forest Boulevard, 14 drivers were involved in accidents where the person at fault didn't bother to stop. Farther north, near Lem Turner and Dunn Avenue, a total of 6 hit and runs.
My life changed forever. I remember that day.
That area is not far away from the place that 25-year-old Michael England lost his life.
They told me that he was walking down the road and they hit him from behind, going at a high rate of speed.
To this day, police have not caught the driver that killed England along Pitts and Slay Road in the early morning hours.
I don't understand how someone can hit someone and just keep going. It seems like it just doesn't end. It keeps happening. These drivers don't have any responsibility.
Statewide, there were more than 92,000 hit and runs, and 186 people died in the state of Florida as the result of a driver who just didn't have the decency to stop. More than half of those people who died were just walking on the side of the road. Tom, Joy?
Tarek, how do last year's numbers compare to the previous year, and are hit and runs on the rise?
Unfortunately, they are on the rise. There are 7,000 more hit-and-run accidents in 2015 as compared to 2014. What we can tell you is that the police departments don't know why we've seen this spike, but they do say that that most of the hit-and-run drivers are between the ages of 18 and 27, and most of them are male drivers. 70% of the people responsible for hit-and-runs are men. Now, coming up at 11 o'clock tonight, we're going to take a look at St. Johns County, where we plotted all of the accidents there in 2015, hit-and-run crashes involving injury, the specific hot spots we found there, and why police say they keep happening. That's all new at 11 o'clock.
Very informative investigation. Tarek, thank you.